الرحمن الرحيم السورة سيد مدد أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. As we said in the previous session that eat halal, the head of sins, رأس المعاصي هو أكل الحرام. The top of mistakes, the head of mistakes is when you eat something haram, not acceptable, forbidden. And Sayyidina Ali said, رأس الحكمة مخافة الله. The head of wisdom is to have taqwa, to have sincerity, means to eat everything that is permissible. And in these days, people are eating everything that is not permissible, eating flesh of each other, backbiting each other, conspiring against each other. That's why he said, oh kid. Still he is saying kid to everyone. He didn't stop from that. He wants to make sure that everyone knows that he is a kid. He is a child, not mature yet. You become 100 years of age, or you are 5 years of age. To him, you are a kid. You are not mature. Worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the support for you will be of your worshipness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that you eat from your sweat. Many people, they don't eat from their sweat. They eat from their cheatings. They eat from ways that is not acceptable. Cheating this one, cheating that one, telling lies to this one, lies to that one, in order that they be able to eat. And the advice for us from our shuyukh is to eat from your sweat and give the one who is working for you his money before his sweat will dry. That is a saying from old time till today and till future. Don't let someone, his sweat dries and then you give him before. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He likes that for His servant, what do you think about Himself? He gives endlessly. As much as you are in His way getting tired, as much as He is sending to you from His endless ocean of richness, wealth, ghina. Because He sees that whatever you are doing for Him, not for yourself. What Allah gives you when He sees you going in His way is not only wealth. He gives you from the wealth of akhira and wealth of dunya. What is the wealth of akhira? O Muslims, O people, what is the wealth of akhira? Is to make you happy with Him. Allah wants to make us happy with Him. See how much Allah loves His servants. He wants to make them happy. He gave them life and told them, use that life to come to me. Not use that life to come to shaitan. These are very like bullet points, what they say today when you make a presentation, give me the bullet points. These are bullet points that our shuyukh are teaching to their students in order for them to learn what is necessary in their lives for preparing for their akhira. He said, what benefit ايش ينفعكم الجوع والعطش بالنهار والإفطار على الحرام بالليل? What's going to benefit you, hunger and thirsty during the day? You are hungry, you are thirsty, and you say, I am fasting. And at night, you break your fast on what is haram. What is haram? How people break their fast on what's haram? Share. He wants to say that don't break your fast on what is haram at night. Because many people tonight, in these days, you go and see them now in Middle East countries. They are everywhere. In Middle East countries, Muslim countries, that most dedicated countries in Islam, where Islam came from, during the day what they are? Fasting from eating and drinking, and at night you see them filling the restaurants. Men and women mixed, naked. Women naked, sitting in the restaurants, dressing, kind of dress, half naked, and men with their jeans very tight, sitting in these restaurants, looking at each other, and backbiting this one and that one and that one and that one. Now this is how they are breaking fast. And they said, what do you call it? What do they call it? Al-Khiyam al-Ramadaniya. The Ramadan tents. They make like tents and they sit under it and they call it Ramadan tents. What they do there, Ramadan tents? You know what they do? They are يشربوا أرجيلي.
Smoking coca or water.
They smoking coca with water. You know this glass one with a long pipe, and they put in their mouth, and they are eating and breaking fast. And until Fajr, you go and see. So what is the benefit? You get hungry during the day and thirsty, and you are breaking your fast on something haram. Means on something that is not acceptable. Not all Muslims are doing that, but there are from Muslim countries you have this problem. He said, you are preventing yourself from eating during the day and drinking. And in the evening, you are breaking fast on the blood of people. Means blood of people means sucking the blood of people. What's that mean? Look, this is not something new. This is long time. These wisdoms from our shuyukh. They don't know about today the rich become richer and the poor become poorer. They are sucking the blood of people by raising all commodities prices up through monopolies, and they are making the richer rich more and the poorer poor more. There is no food today. You cannot find rice, you cannot find sugar, you cannot find anything. Everything, all prices went up. Oil money is putting in the pockets of these rich people, and they are spending it on their desires, bad desires. He's looking far away. That Allah gave awliyaullah vision. They can see what's coming in the future. لا تعتزل في صومعتك مع الجهل. And some of the others, though, they don't go to these to do this to eat haram food, means to do something which is not acceptable. Some of the other side that they are okay, he's telling them, لا تعتزل في صومعتك مع الجهل. Don't lock yourself up in your niche with ignorance. You see people today, oh, I'm not working. Okay, you are not working. Oh, I don't have money. Okay. So he give an excuse to himself not to look for work, not to look for something halal. He sit in the masjid, taking beads in his hand and making zikr. That is okay. But this is keeping you to be lazy. In time of Prophet ﷺ, Sahaba were big business people, businessmen. They were working during the day, waking up during the night, worshipping during the night. Don't be ignorant sitting in your niche, in your room, and say, oh, I'm lazy. I don't look for work. What can I don't look for work? Sahaba were working. You are better. They are not better than Sahaba. Prophet ﷺ was working. It is a lie when you say, I'm not working, I'm not going to make money. You are depending on some other people. You are depending on your parents. You are depending on your father. You are depending on your mother. You are depending, and you are saying, I'm a wali. You are not a wali, you are a shaitan. Yeah. You are a shaitan with big ears. Go and work. Go and work anything. If you don't find anything to work, go and clean the streets. Remember last year when we were going, Tahir, attending an event in the Masjid of Auckland, making Mawlid, and we were passing on the road to go to the Masjid turn, and behind that, on the corner of the street, a huge building. California is very expensive. Must be $20 million. And there is lady down on the crosswalk, cleaning the crosswalk with a brush. With a brush. I look at the lady, strange. She is the owner of the building. And she is cleaning the crosswalk. She is eating from her sweat. Allah gave her. Go, don't be depend on people. Go work. Lazy people, lazy men. Go and clean. You don't find anything, move this furniture from here, put it here. Then move it from here, put it here. Right to left, left to right. Do something. Don't keep sitting. Don't teach yourself laziness. He said, فَإِنَّ الْاعْتِزَالَ مِنَ الْخَلْقِ مَعَ الْجَهَلِ مُشَاهَدٌ كَبِيرٌ. To seclude yourself from people and you are ignorant, with ignorance, is a big problem. Oh, I cannot sit with people. When a rich person comes, you can sit with him. But when a poor person comes, you don't want him. This is what we see today. You have money, you come in. You don't have money, go out. Huh? Huh? You're carrying food with you coming to the house, okay. You are bringing potluck, okay. You don't have potluck, go from here. You don't need to be here. We don't cook here. We give people what they are cooking. We are lazy. Have to know we are lazy. One time, Harun al-Rashid had he looked at people and he saw them lazy. He said, okay, I will build for some lazy people a building where they can eat. They cannot move. Like these big, very fat people, like be 600-700 kilo or 500 kilos, very huge. They have to break the wall to take them out. So he built a building and was feeding them. And slowly people were coming in, because they are lazy. They don't want to work. They want to eat only and no work. Eat, drink, no work. They were coming and it was full. Now it costs a lot for Harun Rashid, has to pay a lot for this building. Every day they have to cook for thousands of people. He said to his minister, consultant, he said, okay, don't worry, I will fix it. So he went that mustashar, consultant, what he has to do, he put fire in the building. Everyone running away. Except two. One from this side, one from this side. It's too much fire. So one telling the other, oh brother, the fire is coming too much my side. Move a little bit. And he's laying down. He said, are you crazy? How can I move? I'm lazy. I cannot move one centimeter this way. So move this way, move that way, that fire going to take them both. Immediately they took them out and they said, for sure, you are lazy with reason. So we'll provide you food. But the others, by name lazy, only to eat free and drink free and to have everything free. So Allah does not like that. Allah doesn't like someone who is lazy. Allah likes people who they work until they sweat. And when they sweat, Allah will give them. Means if you are on the Sirat al-Mustaqim, you are going to sweat. Don't think you can reach Allah's door. Don't think you are reach sainthood level without sweating. Awliyaullah, they sweat. I remember one Grand Sheikh, before he left dunya, he said, no one has sweat as I sweat between awliyaullah. This is a clear evidence of the inheritance from Prophet ﷺ, because Sayyidina Muhammad ﷺ said in a hadith that no one of the prophets has been abused and tortured and sweat like I have been, because they were always on haqq, on tariq, the right path. Always there are obstacles, and they are sweating and sweating and sweating and sweating. It's better than to sweat in akhira. It's not. Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was leaving dunya, was sweating on behalf of his ummah, for Allah to forgive his ummah, not sweating because he needs to sweat. Oh Muslims, those who love Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, don't let Prophet to be ashamed from your amal, from your actions, by being lazy. Always it ring in my ear story of Grand Sheikh when they were in their village in Turkey, in Istanbul, Rashadiyya at that time, and the villagers came to Sheikh Sharafuddin and said, "Oh, Sheikh Sharaf, oh our Sheikh, we are hearing that the enemy army is coming to attack us, and they are preparing. What we have to do? Do we plant our crops? Or no need, because they are coming?" And his answer was, "Don't worry, go and plant." They plant. They went and they were planting, as usual. And a few days later, enemy coming, taking over everything. They asked him. He said, as Sayyidina Ali said, "Do for dunya as if you are living forever. Don't be lazy. And do for your akhira as if you are dying tomorrow. And do for your akhira as if you are dying tomorrow." So balance. You show that you are working. You are sweating. You are working. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you more. So don't think a wali does not sweat. You don't think a wali is easy. You don't become a wali if you give your wealth. No. You have to give your wealth, and they have to cut you into pieces. Awliya Allah. They grind you. Huh? And then they skew you. And then not only skew you, put you in a skew, they will barbecue you. Then you are not finished yet. Then they eat you. And then they flash you. When you reach that level, know that you are now on the right way. But if you are going to object and complain and criticize, "Oh, I gave this, they didn't give me anything. Oh, I gave and I went in the way of Allah and I didn't find any help or support. Oh, they left me." No, they don't leave you. They barbecue you now. Still, they didn't eat you yet. Now you are in the process. You might die and still you are in the process. That's no guarantee. I mean, there is no warranty like they give today, 5 years warranty for something to repair. No. You might die and up and be flashed in the ocean, and no one cares for you, and you die. There you find the rewards. Because in dunya you were not ready for your eyes to see. You didn't reach that level. Some people, they come and say, "Oh, I saw this and I saw this and I saw..." It's all illusions. You know these people, they take hallucination tablets, pills. Huh? They become high. What do you call these tablets?
LSD.
LSD. LSD tablets. They take them, they what become? They become high. They think they are the kings, they are the presidents. They are seeing Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If someone who is taking them, he think, "Oh, I'm seeing this," and to his student begin to say, "I'm seeing this, I'm seeing this. Oh, mashallah, my sheikh, mashallah, you are good. Oh, I'm seeing jinn. There are 10 jinn on you. The other one you have 5 jinn. The other one you have 3 jinn." There are some like that. They make their student very taken, in awe, oh, my sheikh is seeing my jinn, and this student has no mind. They believe, and they think, yeah, that's correct, and anything they do something wrong, oh, because I did this wrong, my sheikh sent me a whip, and the jinn are coming. There are people like that. Did you ever hear Maulana Sheikh in his suhbah or someone coming to him and he's telling him, you have jinn on you? Yeah?
No.
Never. Now we are hearing these representatives, they come out of the blue from everywhere, speaking about jinn. Might be they are jinn. He said, لا تعتزل في صومعتك مع الجهل. Don't seclude yourself with ignorance in your niche. If your seclusion was for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and for His Prophet, working during the day not to be lazy and worshipping through the night, إذا صحت خلوتك مع الله عز وجل دهش سرك. If your khalwa with Allah was correct, means you were in khalwa, not necessarily hiding yourself, hiding at night, worshipping. During the day, either you are sitting with people working or doing something for the benefit of your family and people around you, and working hard like that lady I just mentioned, brushing the crosswalk. Go and brush. You don't have anything, brush it. Go out of your house. Walk. Do something. If you do something, then your seclusion will benefit you, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open first level to your heart, open for you, begin to open for you the smell of your secret that is being downloaded there. These 6 realities that we mention them every time: حقيقة الجذب, حقيقة الفيض, حقيقة التوجه, حقيقة التوسل, حقيقة الطي, حقيقة الإرشاد. 6 powers Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put in your heart from your birth. Slowly, smell of that will become out. Slowly, smell. وَصَفَى قَلْبُكَ. At that time, your heart will become clear. Check, is your heart clear? Is our heart clear? By yourself, you don't need to ask others. You meditate on it and think. Do you have a clear heart? Means loving everyone. What's that means, clear heart? Means if your enemy come to you knocking at your door, even your enemy that he backbited you, he spoke against you, he made conspiracies against you, he was spying on you, he was doing all kinds of bad things to you, he knocks at your door coming, you open as if he is your best friend. That's Safa Qalbuk. That's you have a clear heart. Check by yourself, everyone check by himself. If he is carrying that character, then say, oh, now I am on the right way. But you hear from people, oh, I don't like this one. The other one say, I don't like that one. Oh, I don't want this one to come, or that one to come. How you have a pure heart, a clear heart? You are not a wali. You are a BS. Business degree. Business in science. BS. You are like that. You also. You have to have sometime tongue like that, so, or they cannot understand. At that time, your sight, your vision, your eyes become like a bridge. They can see over the horizon. They can take you to see on the other side of the shore. You are standing on this side and say, oh, what nice, what like, for example, if you are a lazy or you are ignorant, you stand by the beach and you say, oh, what nice ocean is, what nice is the horizon. No, when your heart becomes clear, you don't say, oh, what only nice the ocean and the horizon. You will say, you can describe what is on the other side of the horizon. Allah will make your sight like that. And He makes your heart always a fountain of fikr, a fountain of intelligence, a fountain of inspiration, a fountain that you say something that other cannot say. And He will make your soul and the meaning of your living on earth, He will make your soul and your living all to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to go back and to reach His divine presence. All Muslims, all people, all of us, we have to learn that laziness in tariqah, laziness in our worshipness, laziness in our spirituality, laziness in our daily life will not take us to be a wali if we put a turban and a jubbah, a robe and a turban. That will not make you a saint. What makes you a saint is when you put a turban and a robe on your heart. Means everything in its right way. May Allah forgive us for today and forever and for always, and keep us in that divine path. Inshallah, we'll continue next time. Wa min Allahi tawfiq wa hurmat al-Fatiha.